This episode is brought to you by MeUndies. Underwear drawers are like the Wild West. You never know what you're going to pull out or what shape it's in. So upgrade your collection with the buttery soft comfort of MeUndies. MeUndies' signature fabric is as soft as a warm hug from your favorite sweater. Plus, it's breathable and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all-day wear. Get 20% off your first order, plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/Spotify with code SPOTIFY. That's MeUndies.com/Spotify, code SPOTIFY.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Just keep it simple.
I'm making the promo.
Just keep it simple. Just say, hey, we're the Brav Bros. Two guys that talk about Bravo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're the Brav Bros.
No.
Oh.
Dude, stop with the voice. Just keep it simple.
I've seen promos on TV, dude. This is how you get the fans engaged. This is how you get listeners. We're trying to get listeners here. If we just say, oh, we're two dudes that talk about Bravo, people are going to get tired of it already. We need some oomph.
All right, then fine. Let's try to do it with your voice.
Brav Bros.
Good job.
Merry Christmas! And a Happy New Year. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the IGN Podcast. This is podcast number 117, or as we'd like to call it,
the Podcast.
No!
Brilliant.
Podcast.
Did I get it right?
Podcast. Yes, you did.
What did he said I did it right, now you're saying I did it wrong.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's all just become meaningless.
Podcast.
What's become meaningless?
Good.
Christmas.
It's the Christmas special.
So it is the Christmas special. We're arguing because some people want to call it the Christmas Pudcast, as in Christmas pudding, and other people don't understand the Christmas Pudcast bit of it. Who doesn't understand
The problem
it?
is he keeps saying Christmas podcast.
Podcast.
It's podcast.
Podcast. Say pudding, but without the ding on the end.
Pudding.
Podcast.
Christmas pud.
Podcast.
There you go.
We figured it out.
Brilliant.
Still don't know the
The
difference.
north-south
So anyway,
divide.
welcome along, and I hope you're having a lovely Christmas. What day is this going out on? Is this going out on the Friday before Christmas?
Yes.
Yes, so hopefully Santa will be visiting you in 48 hours and bringing you lots of lovely gifts. And we've got lots of lovely things in the studio today, and by things I mean people, and by people I mean idiots. Joining me. This is what happens. You wanted me to do this, and I'm in a grump. So this is Alex Simmons is. I'm not much of a grump. Alex Simmons is here. Yes, hello, Alex. How are you? What do you want for Christmas this year?
2 weeks away from you.
Yeah, you're going to get that.
Just
I know.
fucking
Exactly. Thank you so much,
Attention
Santa.
is back.
The lovely Daniel Krupa is
Hello,
also
everyone.
here. Hello.
Santa's
What would
little
you
helper.
like for Christmas?
Presents and stuff and things of equal monetary value to the thing I bought the other person.
Cousin McDonald, in a very short space of time, answer quickly.
Alcohol.
Just booze.
just alcohol.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
Fair enough. Tom Butler, what about you?
World peace.
Lower your sights a little bit.
Kim Jong-il's dead, so
Yeah, he is
we're
dead.
halfway there.
Yeah.
One step
What's
closer.
the other half?
Oh, that other guy.
The other guy.
The guy from Iran. David.
The guy from Iran. Wow.
Chris Tilley's also here. Chris, what would you like for Christmas?
I don't know.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Amazing.
A hug?
anything?
Lose a hangover?
Lose a stone. Yeah, no alcohol.
No
The
alcohol.
opposite of what Keza said.
Really?
Yeah.
We've also got a very special guest joining us today. We've got an interloper from our sister site, Ask Men. And the funny thing is, she's not a man! Oh, please yourself. Hello, Bex!
Hello, Stu.
I knew you were a bit...
Why is that funny?
I don't know. Now,
The
Bex,
soundboard is always funny.
can we just say, Bex is really worried that she's going to end up being the Carl Pilkington of the podcast this week, and that we're all going to pick on her and make her look really dumb.
But
That's not going to happen.
not going to happen.
Not
We've
gonna
already
happen.
got Pilkington anyway.
We've got Kilby as a Pilkington.
Kilbington.
I know,
Bex,
yeah.
what do you want for
today?
Christmas?
For Christmas,
Mm.
I want a 3DS. So if anyone can get me one, I just want to put it out there. I keep asking Tom Butler for one.
I don't have one. I don't have one.
Like maybe ask your family.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how Christmas works. Rather than just asking people who are sat next to you.
Trouble is, whenever Tom gets anything from Nintendo, he keeps it for himself.
That's not true.
Oh,
That's not true.
now.
It isn't true. He
No,
does give stuff out.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to talk about 2011. We're going to look back at the films and the games and see what we thought were good, what were disappointing, what were just a little bit mediocre. But before we do all of that, let's have a quick chat about the festive period itself. We already, all of us, said what we fancy for Christmas this year. All I want's a pair of slippers.
Really?
Oh, that's
Like
on my
a
list as well.
hand-felted moccasin.
Hand-felt moccasins.
What type of slipper?
Something warm.
One with a zip up the front.
I can just see you with those big animal
Yeah,
food
Big
boxes.
bear ones.
Yeah,
of course,
boxes,
yeah. I'd love a pair of those. If anybody's listening and wants to send me a pair, that'll be absolutely brilliant. So,
don't think people-
We've really got to
podcast.
stop sounding out our listeners
How
for
avaricious is
free
it?
gifts.
Yeah.
why not? We don't get enough free stuff. It's been, well, I don't know. We've all got a little bit of time off over Christmas, at least a week. Some of us have got a bit more than that. So the first topic of conversation on this podcast is, see what I did there, Tom? That was especially for you.
Said it correctly.
Yeah. Has any of you saved anything for Christmas games-wise? Is there anything you thought, okay, I mean, we've had a lot of big releases over the last couple of months, but are there anything you thought, I'm not going to play that until I get a really good period of time over Christmas? What about you, Alex?
Zelda. Well, I've started playing it a little bit, but I'm going to save the main bulk of it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Celebrate
saved
Christ
Zelda.
by waving a Wii remote in the air.
Yay.
You as well, Kez, the same
I also
game?
saved it, same one.
Yeah.
Not even touched it. Still in its box.
Really?
Amazing.
Croops?
Same thing. I've just packed it. I've got my suitcase with me today. I almost forgot to pack Zelda.
Really?
I packed the gold remote, but not Zelda itself. And I've also saved majority of Skyrim to play as well.
Skyrim's not a very festive game. Although it is very cold.
There's snow.
There's snow. Yeah, there's a lot of
Snowy?
snow. No, I lied. It is a festive game.
Could you make your character look like Santa Claus if you want?
If you really tried, then yes, you could.
Could you? Oh, brilliant. I'm going to do that. What about you, Tom?
People who
Can
sound
you-
Swedish at Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's the spirit of Christmas.
most festive game ever.
Punching
then.
Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Can you ride reindeers as well?
No, but you could dress up your horse, probably.
Can you? Can you?
No, you can't. I just made that
A
up.
festive
Give it
hat.
a red
Totally.
nose.
Wouldn't that be great DLC for Skyrim? Like a reindeer pack. That could work. That could definitely work. You could go and just run around after an elk and pretend it was a reindeer. They have elks.
Well, I wonder if there are games that would be improved by Christmas DLC. Like, what about, I don't know, something like Modern Warfare 3, where you're in the trenches at Christmas?
You play football at half time.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
God.
kind of Modern Warfare stroke FIFA crossover.
There should be a FIFA Christmas downloadable pack where you can
Well, they're all
dress your
wearing
place
little
as
hats.
Santa suits.
Yeah, all wearing
that would
little
be
hats.
good.
That would be
That'd be
great.
They're all really fat.
Yeah.
Did you hear doing Joe Danger DLC, Christmas DLC?
Yeah, you can
as
get
well?
a Santa Claus to ride around on. Yeah,
That's sweet.
no, wait,
Whoa,
wait, you don't ride a Santa Claus. No, you're a character as a
Tom,
Santa Claus.
just ruined
right.
Christmas.
Bad Santa.
Go on, empty your sack. Empty your sack.
What about you, Bex? Anything are you going to be gaming it up over Christmas?
Well, I'll tell you what game I want to play, but
Is it on the 3DS?
if I get a 3DS for Christmas, then I'm going to play Mario Kart everyone on Christmas Day.
Yes.
But
will
I really want to
destroy you.
play LA Noire, but I realise I'm quite late to the party.
It'll be like £5 by now. You know how it
Yeah,
works.
probably.
Yeah, fine.
So if anyone wants to give me that,
Unbelievable.
You're going to have to leave soon, Bex.
Unbelievable.
is that not what this is?
This is not the purpose of the Christmas podcast.
Saturday swap shop.
So are we having this Mario Kart at Christmas? And am I allowed to take
No.
part, Tom?
But it's not a public one, so don't go telling people about
Oh,
it. It's a
sorry.
private party.
We're having a private party.
we should set some time to play our listeners in our little community. So when are we going to say?
Well,
Midnight on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I'm going to be extraordinarily drunk for most of Christmas, so if you want to come and beat me because I'll be driving repeatedly into a wall,
Yeah.
probably the best time to be
Is
in
that
Mario Kart
actual
community.
driving into
Yeah.
a wall or in the game?
In the game.
Right.
In
Keep
the
an eye
game.
on Twitter there, and we'll announce the time to do some Mario Karty party with us.
Mario Kart
Party.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a game over Christmas.
What are you going to play, Chris Tilley?
I'm going to play NHL hockey.
Oh.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's because we might have a special guest coming in to play me in January, so I want to get good at it.
Is it Wayne Gretzky?
I think Wayne Gretzky retired like
It's
5
the
years
only
ago.
hockey player I've ever heard of.
I mean,
Is that
the rest
because of
us.
Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on the N64? Yeah.
Brilliant.
Who else? I don't know.
Yeah, that was it. Emilio Estevez from the Mighty Ducks.
What about you, Stu? Are you going to play some more Dark Souls?
Well, no.
Oh.
I was hoping to play Skyrim, actually, over Christmas. I quite fancy that.
Oh, don't
I like
tell me you're
looking
going to
at it.
ask for it now.
I was
If
going to
anyone
ask
wants to send it in.
if have we got any
It's half
copies of
price.
Skyrim?
We have
Is it
it.
where? Where's it half price?
£20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
It's
Right.
really, really cheap for
Cool.
some bizarre
What
reason.
are you going to play it on?
Probably not PS3.
Right.
Probably not.
Wise move.
Yeah.
Also, one of our listeners did point out that it's only about a third of people that are having problems on the PS3.
Still?
And we shouldn't call it broken.
Standard
Just a second though,
admonished.
because I had problems with Uncharted 3 where I got about 10 chapters in and then the rest of the game just wouldn't load. So
So
I'm
you
just
realised
not
that you hadn't actually
gonna
done
chance
anything
it.
for all those 10 chapters.
Yeah. Well, you don't, do you? You just press the triangle occasionally and that's it. That's all you have to do. It's brilliant. So, yeah, that's pretty much it then. What about movies? I mean, are you going to go and see anything over Christmas? Any?
Well, we're in the privileged position that we've probably seen. Well, we have seen all the Christmas films over the
Which is, I
festive
think it's a little bit
period.
annoying because I quite like a trip to this.
I do. But do you know
I'll go
what?
see
I
Mission
think
Impossible.
I'll probably go see Mission Impossible again at the IMAX because holy shit! And also you got the Batman prologue, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's if I go, that's what I'll do. But
Why go see Sherlock Holmes? You've seen that, Chris, haven't you?
Yeah.
worth going to see?
It's all right. Yeah. It's a nice, fun family.
Is there
film.
snow in it?
No, but there is a waterfall.
That's warmer snow, isn't it?
Vaguely
Really?
festive.
Warmer snow.
Yeah.
Croops, you've seen The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
That's a good Boxing Day movie.
Is it a good festive
Well,
film?
it says Christmas to me.
Yeah, if your
like-
mum or your nan wants to go see a film, take her along to see that.
It's a good festive rate.
Yeah. There's
the second one.
Yeah. The second one's particularly good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the man rape, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. But actually, I would say that is probably my favourite film of the Christmas period.
What,
I would
Dragon
recommend
Tattoo?
that.
It is
Yeah.
really good.
Really?
It is really
Yeah.
good.
It's really stayed with me, actually.
Yeah, I
and
like it
really
more now than after we came out of this.
Yeah.
When we were watching Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a man collapsed. A man went to the toilet. We were just at the side of where Tom and I were sitting.
A man went to the toilet just the side of where
Yes. like that guy,
rude, isn't it?
like that tramp that you saw at Camden Town.
Oh, no.
So this guy was walking towards the exit for the toilet, and I just saw him out of the corner of my eye, and he just dropped. He just disappeared from my eye line. And then it was almost like the bystander effect in action. You know, if you have more than 15 people,
No
nobody
one
does
does
anything.
anything, yeah.
Because everyone thinks somebody else would do it.
Yeah.
Will ring for help. So people just stood around watching him. And then eventually they got help, but they were just crowding around him for like a good 10 minutes.
Well, I had to ask it. I was like, what's going on over there? Because, it was only him, and he's like, someone's collapsed. I was like, what?
And
Someone's
this
like,
is during
someone's
the film?
clapped. Would you like another Colin Caterpillar?
Yeah, we've discovered the best way for diffusing mid-film sort of awkwardness. If you're watching a film and there's a big, like, heavy rape scene in it,
Yeah.
just pop out the Colin Caterpillars.
Yeah,
Is that your nickname for it?
Yeah.
Unintentional.
Yeah, a guy is being anally raped, and then Tom
Brilliant.
passes me a Colin Caterpillar against the screen. It's silhouetted, and it's a limp Colin Caterpillar, and I went, "Thank you very much."
What
Do you know-
flavour?
Strawberries and cream.
Strawberries and cream, yeah, the normal.
Maybe
flavour.
Not
Mark's
messing about.
You know, M&S are missing a trick. They should do movie tie-ins where you buy a pack of Colin Caterpillars and you get a film free. You could
Yeah.
get a copy of Irreversible with it,
Yeah,
or maybe
tie it in.
yeah.
Girl with the Colin Caterpillar tattoo.
You get, or maybe Deliverance. Always handy for that. Any film
Percy
where there's
Pigs.
yeah.
The girl who played with Percy Pigs.
Alex, you're probably not going to get a chance to go to the cinema because, like me, you've got a small child at home that needs constant looking after.
I know.
You can't lock them in the house for a couple of hours on their own.
ridiculous,
Not even
isn't
at
The joy of
Christmas.
parenthood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I really want to see Arthur Christmas.
Do you,
I think it will make me feel festive.
Yeah.
do you not feel festive?
No, not
You
at
look
all.
festive. What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Talking about
Oh,
babies.
you brought the baby in.
That's pertinent.
See, she knows.
Yeah.
She knows that I'm bad mouthing her.
That was Bex, by the way.
I mean, pop yourself down to the cinema.
That's true.
Wow.
So you want to go and see Arthur Christmas?
Yes.
All right, but seeing as you're probably not going to get a chance to go
Or
and
if
see
anyone's got it on Blu-ray, they can send it to me.
it. Or, yeah.
It's not out yet.
I know.
No.
But I know someone who's on, I think it's on the awards panel for somebody, or it must be BAFTA.
If you've got
And
a
they've,
screener.
they've got a screener.
Right.
If you're listening.
So it's quite specific to who you're all shouting out to.
Yes.
Yeah. One person in
okay.
particular.
Good.
Are there any other Blu-rays you're going to be popping in your PS3 over Christmas?
Oh, sorry. You're talking to me. I did ask.
He just wasn't paying attention.
I asked Santa Claus for Star
What
Wars:
else
The
were you
Original
paying
Trilogy,
Yeah.
and Apocalypse Now.
Oh, nice. Not the whole box set of Star Wars then.
I don't want the prequels now.
I got given the Back to the Future trilogy from my Secret Santa.
Oh, we're going to stick that on over Christmas?
That's going to be my Christmas. Yeah, I've never seen them, you know.
I'm so
Good
envious.
movie.
That's going to be my
Never seen
Christmas thing.
Let's take a moment to discuss our Secret Santas. Have you opened yours yet, Croobs?
Yes.
What did you get?
What did you get?
I got a mug in the shape of a grenade. I got a button that I'm supposed to press when I detect bullshit. And I got some stickers that indicate my level of how fucked off I am.
Excellent.
There you go.
We could all do with those.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck
on the
off in
forehead.
debt, Yeah.
Just whenever marketing come over, like, I'm very fucked off at the moment.
I'll probably give them to you. Probably get more use out of
That's
them.
true, yeah.
Bex, did you ever get to the bottom of who sent you who gave you the pajamas for your Christmas, for your Secret
Someone
Santa?
give you pajamas?
Yeah, I got pajamas.
Wow.
Which
What kind of pajamas? Were they
Definitely
sexy
Goldstein.
pajamas? Because that's a bit, you know.
they're M&S pajamas.
Oh, that's
I
not
would
sexy.
not-
No.
It's a bit too
These are just
S&M pajamas, they'd be
They're
sexy.
M&M pajamas.
Can you imagine
Sausage
if you
and
got
mash.
for your Christmas, for your Secret Santa, you just got like a thong or something from someone? You'd be like,
Oh.
whoa,
Wow.
okay.
Or a hotel.
Funnily enough,
key.
that's what I got. What about you, Tom? What did you get?
I got 3 packets of peanut butter M&Ms.
Nice.
So someone did know me very well.
What about you, Stu? What did you get?
I got 10 scratch cards.
Did you win anything?
No.
Did you really
I
get
won
10 scratch cards?
Yes, I did. £10 worth of scratch cards.
God, you're
Seriously?
unlucky.
Yeah. I won £2. What'd you get, Alex?
I got a Batman novel, Batman Noel.
Batman
I think it
mean
might be
Noel.
Batman
Batman
Noel.
Noel.
Or it's the crossover with the Gallagher brothers. I'm looking forward to it. Always looking for a good fight.
It's Noel Gallagher as Robin.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
What'd you get, Chris?
And he's high-flying Batman.
I got a book of chat-up lines
That's pretty
Much
good.
deserved.
and a £5 to buy a girl a drink.
Have you tried it at all yet?
I can't remember. It was
Wow.
all a bit hazy at the end of that night. Probably did.
Are there any good lines in that book?
No, none
No,
of them
there
made
were
any
some
sense.
dodgy lines
It didn't
in
make
it.
any sense, any
Yeah.
of them. Yeah,
What was it? You must be able to remember at least one of the lines from
No.
Nothing.
No.
That's a crying shame.
Mm.
That's killed that then, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I might just edit that bit out. If in doubt, do something
Let's
from
go
the
for a curry.
soundboard. Just 2 minutes walk from this cinema.
So before you blame me, Alex, I didn't do this soundboard. It's Daniel.
No, I know. It's basically what he's been doing all morning.
That's nice.
Okay.
Go on, do the button one.
Yeah.
What?
Button.
Seriously, don't press another fucking button. I will break your fucking fingers.
It's the Christmas podcast.
I need that.
Well.
What does Christmas mean to you all anyway?
Oh,
off
goodness,
work.
that's deep.
Just time off work?
And
Is that what you think? It's not Christmas until I have some time off work?
I think it's Christmas in the middle of the summer as well when I take holiday.
You get so confused.
Lapland.
You start getting out the tree. Your wife said, "No, Alex, no." It's
but I've got
it's
2 days
August.
off work. Oh. every weekend.
There's 25 days a year.
Do you have any routines though? You do like every Christmas you like to do something. I tell you what I like to do. Every Christmas Eve I like to have a Chinese takeaway.
Interesting.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do, seriously.
What'd you get?
Well, it depends. Depends what I fancy. I'll
No.
probably always get pork balls. I just thought I'd leave that there for a second in case anybody wants to cut that out and use that on a soundboard in future weeks.
Wooks.
Or future weeks.
Future weeks.
Future Wookiees.
Yes.
Do you have anything you do, Bex, at Christmas? Every year, guaranteed, it's something you have to do, and then you think, right, it's finally Christmas now. I've done this thing.
Beg for presents.
Beg for gifts, open my gifts, break my presents.
Go through the TV guides and circle
Ah.
things.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who was it that prints them out? Is that you?
No.
I used to highlight them.
I thought
Yeah,
you said you
highlighting.
used to make a spreadsheet and then
I
print it out.
used to write down a big thing. I used
Yeah.
to attach A4 pieces together.
Like a war
Be a
planner.
long list, yeah.
Did you
God,
take them
that's
off
a
as,
geek.
as you watched them?
No. Just watched them.
Brilliant. You're Tay, you are fucking knocking them out of the park today, Chris. You really are. Did you? No.
You do keep asking me terrible questions.
Did you review them? Did you give them five-star reviews?
I did used to give them star ratings.
Did
Write a
you?
little
Yeah.
review and take it to your grandma and go, read it. Give me
Validate me.
Traffic. One click.
One read, mum.
Tallying them on the back of your hand.
What about you, Tom? What's Christmas mean to you?
I always go home for Christmas and
Yeah.
we always go out with my mates on Christmas Eve. So it's that night out in town with the boys on Christmas Eve that means it's finally Christmas for me.
Does that mean you
Classic
always
night
wake
out.
up with a really stinking hangover on Christmas Day?
Yeah, well, so trying to drink earlier and for longer rather than just going out and getting absolutely smashed at
Right.
night time. That's my advice. Or don't go out and drink if you're not old enough.
So you choose to drink for longer.
Yeah.
So
That's true. You have to spread it out.
You
Good
do.
advice.
You've got to spread it
Yeah,
out,
you-
otherwise you just end up completely trolleyed at like 5 p.m.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your Christmas dinner because it is the best dinner of the
That's
year,
a really
right?
good dinner.
So-
And then also you've had so much food you can start drinking again as if from scratch.
What do people have for Christmas dinner? Are we all pretty standard, or does anyone have something a bit
Have
interesting?
Oh, we do the Scottish
Pigeon.
Christmas
No.
dinner.
A mouse
he
inside
just
a
goes
pigeon.
out and catches it and bites the head off.
I can't find a pigeon.
What's a Scottish Christmas dinner? Is it just a fried Mars bar?
Wild Haggai.
Wild haggis.
Wild
Yeah.
Haggai.
Going out to shoot a haggis.
Mm.
Brilliant.
And then you just put bread sauce on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Who likes bread
Bread
sauce? I don't
sauce,
like
I
like
love
bread
bread
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah.
Bread
I could just
Gravy.
eat it by itself.
It's
I don't,
amazing.
But I could.
Gravy, though, that's what you really want. Gravy.
Well, yeah, your Christmas dinner's going to be a bit dry without.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, turkey, you know.
Bread sauce. That's
I'm not
just-
going to have a turkey this year.
I'd
Why are you having a goose?
Quite like a
Going
duck.
for goose. Because
Is
it's
it
only
good?
Michelle and I, and a turkey would just be a massive waste. So,
Are you, so
Like
have
the
you had
crown?
goose before?
Not,
what does goose
not,
sound
not
like?
giving Polly any food.
no, God, no.
No, okay.
She keeps hanging
Waste.
around asking.
Just come down.
Has anyone
Michelle,
had goose?
who's that? Who's that little girl in the kitchen?
What's she doing here again?
It's like a stray cat.
Stop putting out food.
The stray toddlers are in the garden again.
So here's what I'm going to serve up for Christmas lunch. Going to have a goose, yeah. Going to put some stuffing in the goose, but I'm also going to have stuffing balls. Pigs in blankets.
Stop saying balls.
It's all about the balls, isn't it? With
Balls. It's all with the balls. Pigs in blankets. I tell you what I always do is always do a cauliflower cheese.
I don't get cauliflower cheese on a Christmas dinner or roast dinner. Like,
Broccoli.
it's cheese. Yeah, but cheese on like your roast dinner. What's that all about?
It's extra food.
No, I'm with
It's
you.
lovely.
Because you have a separate cheese. I was going to say round. I mean course.
Yeah.
You have cheese courses after your roast dinners. You're not northern at all.
Later on, you can have cheese. Put gravy on it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then.
So it's fine.
And it's
Bring
only
it
red
back.
Leicester.
Yeah.
my missus.
Oh, foreign cheese, crumbly Lancashire cheese.
My missus has both mashed potato and roast potato.
See, that's crazy as
Yeah,
well.
it's
Crazy.
crazy.
Oh, I hate
Potato.
Parsnips.
People who offer different potato options, you should just make your decision and force everybody else.
But you
to
see,
go
I
with
think
it.
there's a certain logic to that because I go the Delia route of doing the roast potatoes where you chop them up, you parboil them, and then you give them a good
It's the only
shake
way,
to
it's the
fluffy
only
them
way.
up.
Yeah. Break them
Well,
up.
I find when you do that, there's always some fatalities at the bottom of the bowl that are just too far gone for roast potatoes. You end up with a little, almost like kind of
Oily
potato
mash.
snow.
And it's Christmas, so you
And
don't want to throw them
therefore-
away.
And therefore, why don't you just make a little bit of mash from them?
Yeah, but
Because
that
it'd
would be like
really
tiny
small amount.
portions. little tiny portions of
Alternatively,
mash.
throw that in the cooking oil because then it comes out like crisp.
It does
That's
come
the
out
thing.
like crispy,
Excellent tip
Natural
for
selection,
that.
Stu. Bin them.
When you're doing the shaking,
Yeah,
put them back in the pan with a little bit of oil and just crisp them up on the outside.
I do.
Good, excellent.
What's
Best way
happening?
to do
What's
it.
happened? What's happened? Should we get
Anyway,
back on
I think
track?
it's useful, though.
If you just joined us, welcome to Saturday Kitchen.
Do you know what? I would definitely do a side podcast about food.
Your James Martin,
Christmas
do your James
food.
Martin impression. Basically, can't read off an article.
Yeah. Hello, I'm a cunt.
He is an absolute knob end, isn't he?
Yeah, absolute knob end.
Wow.
Have we covered that? Is that everybody's Christmas done then?
Did we get Chris's?
What time do you
What's-
get up on
what's-
Christmas?
what's
he
your
just,
Christmas?
he just nodded and said no.
What's
It's
the
not
one thing that
Christmas
makes it feel
until-
Christmas?
What makes a good Christmas?
What's the thing that you do every year that makes it feel like Christmas?
Probably have a row with someone I love.
Good work.
Good lord.
It's
Oh,
not Christmas
Can't
without a row
relate
with
to
someone in
that.
the family.
yeah, we can.
What about old Christmases when you were young? Is there anything you miss about that?
It's like I used to get up really insanely early.
Yeah.
So
You
much
still
so
do
my
get up
mum
insanely
changed
early.
the clocks. So I
That's
thought
clever.
I thought it was much later.
The magic. I missed the magic.
I was
Just get-
really convinced that Santa existed when I was little because I was absolutely sure I'd seen him once
He does.
in the sky. Oh, shit. Sorry, Chris.
Okay.
How did you hang on? Whoa! How did you think you saw him in the sky?
I probably saw a plane, but I was 3 and I was obsessed that it was Santa in his sleigh. And so I was, for like abnormally long until I was like 6 or 7, I still thought Santa was real. Like most of my friends debunked the myth when they were about 5 or 6. But for me,
No,
that's much
not
longer.
that. Is that really? Fuck me.
Well, we
What
were
kind of hard
disillusioned
place did you grow
urban
up?
Scotland.
internet children.
Hey, Santa's not real. It's on the news on Christmas Day.
Every day of the year.
In the morning when the cartoon's on, some guys came on. Not real.
Santa's not real.
It's your parents.
He's not real.
Scottish accent.
Oh, it's
I can't do
awesome.
accents.
I'm really
Can't do
enjoying the
accents.
Scottish accents there.
You're really good at one though.
I couldn't even do my own.
You can't even do your own.
The embarrassing thing is sometimes people go, "Oh, do a northern accent." I try to do a northern accent. It's just my voice, but I try to ham it up, and then it becomes something else.
Go on, do
Sounds
it.
like- I'm not doing that.
Like that, you mean?
Yeah, that.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. Stop phrase.
Quick, soundboard it. Soundboard it. I'm not doing that.
We always used to.
a priest.
Whoa!
Christmas. I was an altar boy at Christmas. That used to be. I
You
used
were an
to do
altar boy?
Yeah, midnight mass.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's not bad because you get to stay up late.
yeah.
I used to sing in the choir at church for the same reason because I got to stay up late.
I used to do that thing like go to bed early. Christmas will come sooner. It's not true.
It doesn't.
Didn't used to work.
I used to stay up, getting really excited for like 5 hours.
Mm.
Sorry,
What
just
about when you
sharing.
were
Just
a kid?
sharing.
When
When,
you were a
when I
child.
was a kid, we had tangerines and walnuts in the bottom of stocking, and that were it. You were lucky.
Was that during the Great Depression?
Yeah, it was. That was last week.
Oh God.
No, well, our parents always used to tie the living room door shut so we couldn't get in and rip all our presents open
Really?
because otherwise we would.
So I used to do.
Control.
Yeah, we were.
I always used.
Feral.
I always used to rip tiny bits of like under the label.
Yes.
You'd rip tiny bits of the wrapping paper off under the label, so you couldn't see that I'd ripped tiny bits of it off, and try and guess what it was
I
from
used to do that.
I did it with when I got Ocarina of Time for Christmas. I undid a bit of the paper, and it looked like it was Glover, which was like a rubbish N64 game that was like my backup if there weren't any Ocarina of Time. So I was convinced I had Glover, but then turned out I'd misinterpreted the box art and it was Ocarina of Time after all.
My mum used to keep my presents in a drawer under her bed, and she knew that I knew where they were, so you're not allowed to go look for them. And what she did, she took a strand of hair and sellotaped it over the corner
That's
of the drawer.
Bond trick.
Yeah,
isn't
my
it?
mum was a secret agent. And I just, didn't realise, I'm going to look at all these, and I did the thing where you rip it open, and then I got to the point where I actually just opened it. Got some connects.
Excellent.
What's the best gift any of you have ever had for Christmas ever?
Star Wars toys.
Super Nintendo.
I got
Super Nintendo.
What did I get? I got an X-wing and a TIE fighter and Darth Vader's TIE fighter all on Christmas.
Wow.
Pretty sweet, isn't it?
Pretty good.
Did you break any of them?
Not until I was much, much older. And I actually think my mum and dad just sold them or gave them away.
Oh, but you were gutted.
That's the way it is, isn't it?
I got turtles that Christmas. You couldn't get turtles Christmas
As in-
presents. For
Do you mean
turtles as in literal
Ninja
turtles?
Ninja
Ninja turtles.
A handful of turtles.
Yeah.
Little terrapins.
Relatives had been to America and brought them back. My mum said, "Look, if we can get you turtles present, what do you want? I want Raphael and I want Shredder." Because they were obviously, Raphael's the best one, and Shredder is the
Which
bad
one's
guy. So you got
Raphael?
two. Raphael's the red one.
One with
Yeah,
attitude.
what's he got?
Oh, he's got
Scythes.
scythes. Yeah,
Right.
the little stabby knives. And there was some sort of mistranslation, and I got Raphael and a Splinter.
And a paper
little
shredder.
rat.
And Splinter.
And a little rat.
That sucks, yeah.
Paper, you got a paper shredder.
Yeah.
I was like, you can get rid of all your invoices. I'm 6. I don't have any paperwork.
all the receipts for your presents that you don't like.
I bet you had paperwork when you were 6.
Yeah, I did a little
You
briefcase.
had little Excel spreadsheets that you filled in crayon.
No, I did on my Magna Doodle. I did a spreadsheet Excel before Excel was a thing.
What about you, Max? What was your best Christmas present?
I was just trying to think. I can't remember. Maybe like Furby.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah.
I loved my Furby.
Makes you feel old.
Yeah.
Like Furbies were for kids, even when I was growing up.
Did you have friends that had them as well, and you used to make them talk to each other and things? They had a button where they could communicate via
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, me and my brother both had them. We tried to make them talk to each other, but
Didn't really work.
nah. But you just had to like stick your finger in its mouth, and it.
It was all a bit
Well,
weird.
your brother or the
wasn't
Furby?
Talk grim.
Have you still got your Furby bags?
Yeah, somewhere. But I don't really have like strong Christmas memories because it wasn't. It doesn't
you
seem that long ago.
It's almost a
Seen that
year.
long ago. What does
Because
that mean?
I don't treat Christmas any
How old
different
are
now.
you? You're like 3 years old or something. It's really advanced. What does that? I don't, just explain what does that mean?
No, like I don't treat Christmas any different now to I did when I was little. So I still run down and
You
open
not
my
have the one
presents.
Christmas.
5 o'clock in the morning. It's a bike.
Yeah, I go stuck it at the end of my bed, take it into my mum's room, or open it on my bed.
Oh, that's really
That's
nice. I couldn't do
Bit
that.
weird.
Then.
You will
I'm
have a
too
miserable
hungover.
Christmas one day, Begs.
Oh, thanks, Stu.
There you go.
God,
You will.
the voice
Next
of
week.
life
If you have a hand in it.
All right, Stu, of your 111 Christmases, which was the best?
Oh, blimey. Probably the year I got my record player.
Oh, that must be pretty good.
I was 6 and it was a portable record player, and I got your 20 favourite cartoon theme tunes or something with it. It was
On
brilliant.
vinyl?
Yeah, of course it was vinyl. No, it was on fucking wax cylinder.
Afterwards, he listened to Walt Whitman.
What about you, Chris? What's the best gift you ever had, do you think?
Probably the Star Wars toys, like Alex. Or I remember I got a bike with a radio on it, which seemed like the most futuristic
That's
thing
amazing.
Cool.
in about
Actually,
1987. It was beyond my wildest dreams of technology.
I remember-
Useless, really.
My brother got a chopper bike one year. I was insanely jealous because I got a Tomahawk bike.
No,
I was going to Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Just a Tomahawk, really
Were
fucking
you
sharp.
were you the younger of
Yeah,
the two?
yeah.
Yeah, because my brother got. What did he get?
I bet
think
you
it was
got
a
that.
Grifter, and I got a Boxer,
Right.
which is kind of
Same
similar
thing,
thing, but yeah.
I bet you got the chopper a few years later, didn't you?
No, he
Passed
sold it
out.
by
No,
then.
really?
No, he got rid of it.
That
We
sucks.
painted it. I remember one summer we painted it purple with Dulux.
You painted your brother's chopper purple.
Yeah. Couldn't tell the difference.
Let's move on.
So that's our Christmases. Don't bother writing in and telling us what your Christmases were like, because by then it will be the new year. We really won't give a fuck. But if you do want to write into us anyway, you can. It's IGN UK feedback at IGN.com, or you can Twitter us up or Facebook us up as well at IGN UK and IGN UK. That's right, Tom, isn't it?
That's right.
That is correct.
Brilliant. So let's look back to the previous 12 months, 2011 as we like to call it, and let's think about the winners and the losers and the hidden gems of the games of the year. Keza, what's been your winning game of 2011?
It's too difficult and too many good ones. If I had to pick one, and only one...
No, you can have three.
I can have three. Skyrim, Skyward Sword, and Dark Souls.
Bit of a theme going on there.
Yeah. Wait, what? What's the theme? October? Actually, wait, no. It was September, October, and November, so there you go.
What have you found disappointing?
Cursed Crusade.
Wait, Bex's game of the year.
What was wrong with the Cursed Crusade?
No, she's on the poster quote.
What?
Are you actually joking?
My quote is on the box, on the posters.
That
What's
game
your
is
problem with Cursed Crusade?
unbelievably shit. It's literally the worst game I've
your
played.
quote?
That's my game of the year.
Bex's quote. That's how you get on the poster. Bex's quote is out on Xbox and PlayStation.
It was so bad. I got stuck on a brazier. And I couldn't even move on the third level.
A brazier.
A brazier. What are those things called? Brazier, right?
Jeff Brazier.
No, am I not right?
Yeah.
I am right. Oh, you're just being funny. I get it. I don't.
So, no, talk us through your quote. So it's when you were working at Loaded, right?
Yeah.
Distance.
I don't remember what it was. Cursed
I remember
Crusade
seeing
is
it
a
on the
game.
tube. I remember seeing the tube posters and thinking, who the fuck is that?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's
And
not
now
true.
you know,
cut me
and now you know.
Deep.
What was your game of the year, though? I'm really hoping it isn't actually Cursed Crusade.
No, I didn't think it was that bad.
It's pretty bad. But it's okay.
Maybe I appreciate that Skyrim is a good game, but I haven't done any of the quests really. Like I might play it over Christmas actually.
Yeah.
Well, I've just been like walking around and treating it like The Sims.
Yeah.
Just like living my life.
I spent the
and
first,
not doing any of the proper game.
I spent the first hour and a half just putting cheese in people's pockets. It's because I like the idea that maybe later on they'd look in their pockets and be like, where the fuck did this cheese come from?
You can put cheese in people's pockets.
Yeah, you can pickpocket. You can put things in people's pockets as well as take things out of people's pockets.
It's amazing.
It's a really good time waster.
Really?
I quite like it if I have a bit of cheese in my pocket.
Really? Without knowing where it came from?
It's fine, isn't it?
Is that a euphemism?
Also do it with raw fish.
Maybe.
Raw fish. It's the equivalent of just pranking. I'm just pranking NPCs, basically. Oh, I need to find something else to do in my evenings.
We could do better than this.
So about half an hour ago, Kez, I asked you what your biggest disappointment of 2011 was.
Cursed Crusade.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? We
bit.
actually went on from that, and then we said some other things, and then Beck said her favourite game.
Has there been anything that anybody else isn't aware of that you've really enjoyed?
El Shaddai.
Mm-hmm.
Ascension of the Metatron.
That is an amazing game.
Ignore the IGN score.
It's a
really good game.
It's a bit light on gameplay.
Yeah, but it's fantastic on spectacle.
It looks incredible. When you're like a silhouette running in front of a stained glass window.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Also, it's completely insane. Like the story is just brilliantly mental.
I was in Golders Green last night and there's an El Shaddai Centre.
Really?
There's a building right next to the tube station that says El Shaddai.
It's a religious thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
El Shaddai Christian Centre.
There's that shop down the road that's got a big El Shaddai plaque in the window. Not game or anything like that. It's a proper, religious shop.
Okay, so if you're trying to buy El Shaddai, don't go into a religion shop because they probably won't have what you're looking for.
Cruz, what about you? What's your games of the years has been?
The games of the years?
That's right.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I enjoyed playing Spec Ops on that a lot. I don't think it's the best game of the year, but I enjoyed playing that immensely.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun. Actually, my game of the year is Super Mario Land 3D.
Yeah,
3D
that's
Land.
good.
3D Land.
And then close, in second place, Mario Kart 7. I love playing that. That's been the most fun I've had playing a video game all year.
Daniel Krupa's favourite games of 2011, sponsored by Nintendo 3DS.
Can I have a free one? Biggest disappointment, though, I would have to say Arkham City.
Yes.
Bit of a letdown. I kind of blasted through the campaign in 2 days, and I haven't been back to play it since.
It's your own fault.
Yeah. I played it wrong. I didn't do any of the side missions. I just felt underwhelmed
You just
by
wanted
the
to
whole
show
thing.
off in the office. I finished it.
I was going away on holiday for a week. And
You didn't impress
But
me.
then the side missions really didn't grab me that much. I don't really want to have to run around trying to find a ringing fucking telephone. Sorry, I just can't.
Mr. Freeze's wife.
Just can't
But
be
there
bothered.
are other side missions.
There
that don't
are
revolve
other side
telephone.
missions, yeah. So what? I mean, Alex, would you say that you're the biggest Batman fan in the office by far? Was it one of your game of the years?
I haven't finished it yet, and again, I'm going to save that for Christmas.
Does that speak volumes, though? The fact that you've not finished it, if it was
it was one of those games that I've been waiting for so long to play it that so many other games came out that I thought, well, I can finish those in like 5-6 hours. So I'm going to do those and then go back to it. But then I started playing Zelda, and Zelda's captured me.
More so than Arkham City,
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bex, by the way, I found your quote on the Cursed Crusade post. It's a violent, exciting and rock and roll medieval adventure packed with action.
Well, there you go, Keza.
There you go.
Rock and roll.
rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
And the Crusades, how is it rock and roll?
360 Gamer says it's one hell of an unholy adventure.
That was the one that was on the poster that I thought that doesn't make sense.
Wow.
Both on the poster.
Oh, both on the poster. There you go.
So we've had some massive games out this year. We've had Uncharted, we've had Dark Souls, Arkham City.
Pokemon Black and White.
We were worried at the start of the year because 2010, I seem to remember, was an absolutely amazing year for games as well. Where everybody at the start of this year was a bit concerned that 2011 wasn't going to be that much of a year for gamers. What do we think in retrospect? Do you think it was a good year? Was it a bad year?
Amazing year, wasn't it?
Well, a lot of people are saying that it wasn't that good because it wasn't very innovative. But in terms of just the sheer number of extremely good games that have come out, whether or not they've been...
But
do you think?
I'm finding it really hard to actually pick one as it being my game of the year.
Not Skyward Sword?
I haven't played it enough to say. Potentially, yes.
But I think that's a good problem to have if there's just too many extremely good games. Like every single time I try and list all the good games that came out in 2011, I miss 2 or 3.
But even, a lot of the big games that people love aren't my kind of games. Like Skyrim is just not my kind of game, so I don't appreciate that.
Curse of Crusades.
Uncharted 3, that's unfortunately, I do think it's rock and roll, but it's not my kind of bag.
What about Uncharted 3?
Uncharted 3, I just thought it was a massive disappointment.
Really?
What did you like this year? You liked Deus Ex a little bit, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I'm trying to get you to...
what about Portal, Alex?
I love Portal.
Yeah.
I also loved Grand Prix Story on iPhone.
That was really good.
I was playing that all the way more than anything else.
Are you in Formula 1 yet?
Of course.
Okay.
I've finished it.
It took me ages ago. It took me like 6 months to get into Formula 1.
It's hard, but then have you finished Formula 1 and then unlocked the 2 secret tracks?
No. I'm so excited
I've
now,
unlocked
though.
every single track and every single car, and I played it a lot.
Yes.
You have to play it a lot to unlock it all.
I lost about probably
that
30 hours of my life to Game Dev Story, but not Grand Prix.
I started playing that yesterday.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, but my game's not getting very good reviews at the moment.
Oh, that always happens, don't worry.
Just give it to loaded.
Rhyme yourself, mate.
The weird thing about Game Dev Story is you'll just end up cursing reviewers, hating reviewers. You'll come out and it'll be like, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10. You'll be like, who is that cunt that gave my game a 9? I hate them. I bet it was Edge.
I never got 10s all across the board.
I never did either. I always had 1 9, and I bet you it was always the fictional Edge. Or Eurogamer.
Fictional Edge. I don't think Edge exists.
So before we think about movies of the year, any other games we've missed? Any other games anybody here would like to give an honourable mention to? Tom Butler?
Mass Effect 2 on PlayStation 3. I know it was obviously a re-release of a game that had already been on Xbox the year before, but I thought it was brilliant. And I'd say it's probably one of the games I played the most this year.
Mm-hmm.
That, Portal 2 and Mario 3D Land.
I'm loving Mario 3D Land.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah, they're definitely up there for me.
Mm-hmm. What about movies? You've been to the cinema at all?
A lot.
No, actually, I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
It's been a bit of an average year, I think. There's nothing that's really stood out for me that I'd think was amazing. We said it's been a good year we said this last week, it's been a good year for British films. It really has been a strong year. If you look at the top 10 box office hits of the year, half of them are British, I think. End of an era with Harry Potter finishing. That was kind of the big thing that happened this year. And that went out with a bang.
I think it went out with a whimper.
I love that film.
That last scene is...
I just think it's anticlimactic. I thought it was quite boring.
What do you mean last scene? The one where they're all old?
On the bridge. Before that one, but when they're on the bridge at the end. Look at Alex doesn't want Harry Potter spoiled for him, even though he fucking spoiled it for me.
Yeah.
Have you not read them? Have you not read them?
I've read the book, yeah.
Okay, well then you can't possibly have it spoiled for you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know ultimately what happens, but I don't know if there's any changes between the book and the film.
I haven't read the book. I haven't seen the film. Please don't spoil it.
Oh my God.
We're going to watch it over Christmas. I can't get to the cinema, and I certainly don't have time to read a 700-page children's book.
Spoiler alert.
I think we had a couple of the big franchises look pretty tired in Transformers and Pirates of the Caribbean. I think I'm done with them.
Yeah.
So long, but there's going to be more.
Of course there are.
Inevitably more, so it's just...
Well, they both made $1 billion, I think, didn't they? So, but there were a couple of franchises that did get exciting again in Planet of the Apes and X-Men.
And Mission Impossible, arguably.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Arguably, apart from the fact that... Oh, yeah, Bex.
Okay, let's have Bex's review.
Well, I came in. I've got a post-it note. Here's the title of the post-it note. Things what I didn't agree with in Mission Impossible.
Go on.
No, come on now. Let's be serious.
Boys, honestly.
Go on.
Right. It's called Ghost Protocol.
Okay.
I didn't hear them say Ghost Protocol.
We've discussed this.
You see it, and it's in the trailer as well, the scene where he says Ghost
Well, I haven't
Protocol.
seen the trailer.
Okay.
Number 2. They never said that the mission was impossible. Well, this is coming from someone who's never seen a Mission Impossible film. This is what I expected from a Mission
prior to the film, I was
Well,
telling
this mission is impossible. And then,
Yeah, exactly. Why is
Prior
it
to
called Mission Impossible?
Prior to the movie, I was telling Bex, have you seen any of the Mission Impossible films? She said, no. I said, they never do it. The final reel is always Tom Cruise just going, oh, shit.
Couldn't do it.
mission was indeed impossible.
Too much running, and there wasn't enough cool spy gadgets. There was one cool spy gadget, but that was just an iPad basically. So not impressed with the spy gadget.
That's running. It's just a brilliant criticism to a film, an action film as well.
Have you seen Chariots of Fire?
No.
Running Man.
What's last? Is there a last bit of criticism?
Yeah, here's my last one. And this is what I was promised by Croops would happen in Mission Impossible. Not enough faces came off.
I was a bit disappointed by
This might be a spoiler. Do you want to do a...
Hang on, wait.
You paused it. Let it finish.
Okay, spoiler alert. No, stop.
No, you played it again.
Okay.
Okay, here's my Mission Impossible spoiler.
Sorry.
At one point, they start making masks and the machine breaks. And that's why I hated Mission Impossible.
There you go. Why Beck saying the Mission
Out of
Impossible?
5. Out of 5.
0.5.
We should email
The
that to the
iPad
studio.
gadget.
We could get you on the poster with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it not rock and roll enough?
Yeah,
Wasn't medieval
number
enough.
6, it wasn't.
I don't get they start making masks. What do you mean?
Well, apparently,
prosthetic
in Mission
masks.
Impossible films, right, they make masks and wear them and pretend to be each other.
Yeah.
And then at some point,
True.
they rip the masks off and their face comes off.
Right.
Yeah.
So faces were supposed to come off.
Faces were supposed to come off in the form of masks, but they start making masks at one
So
point and
you
then the
sort of-
machine breaks and that's it. And they don't
to rectify
bother.
this, we think Beck should watch Face Off over Christmas.
Yeah,
I
good
love
idea.
Face
Good
Off.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other bit, Chris, any films that people will not have heard of that they really need to see that have come out this year?
Yeah, there were some good ones actually. If people didn't actually, there's a few. The Guard was the funniest film I saw all
that.
year.
Really good movie.
It was the funniest film of the year, and it got totally overlooked. I
Yeah.
think.
Brendan Gleeson.
yeah.
Yeah, and Don Cheadle. So if you want to laugh, watch that one.
Oh, Is that out on Blu-ray? It's out in a couple of weeks' time,
Yeah,
I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Kill List is really good. We've spoken about
Yes.
Kill List. If you want to be
Yes.
freaked out, there's a brilliant crime drama called Animal Kingdom from Australia.
Yes, that came out earlier this year, didn't it?
Yeah, nasty and gritty, but really, really
Yeah.
good.
Snowtown as well, another American,
Snowtown.
another Australian film that I thought was really good.
Yeah. Documentary-wise, Senna, if you haven't seen it yet.
Oh
Senna
yeah, I really want to
documentary.
see that.
I hate driving. Yet my 2 favourite films of the year were Drive and Senna.
There you go.
Very
You
strange.
hate driving.
Yeah, I hate it.
What do you hate about it? Doing it or being driven?
Doing it freaks me out.
Don't do
I'm
it
not
then.
very confident. I don't.
Good.
It's quite sad.
You got a driving license?
I
You
have,
don't
but
like
I've
driving?
not
I
driven
love
about
driving.
10 years.
What don't you like about driving?
I'm just not very good at it, so I get freaked out.
But the more you do it, the better you get.
Mm.
A bit like sex.
I'm not getting any of that either.
Exactly. Doesn't like. You got a license for that though.
The Skin I Live In is really good as well.
Yep.
Like a Pedro Almodovar horror film. Very, very good. Very Frankenstein-y.
Yep.
And one called Take Shelter's worth watching as well.
Yeah, I've got it on my list as well. Yeah, really good.
Right, you Tom, have you got any that you'd recommend?
I would say, looking back, I'd agree it's not been a great year, but there's a couple on there that you missed out. My favourite horror movie of the year was Insidious.
Mm-hmm.
which from the guys who made Saw. Every time I see the trailer, I'm like, I totally need to watch that again because
So
it's brilliant. Yeah, the last third is pathetic,
It's bonkers.
Yeah, and it's bonkers, but it's definitely worth seeing. And also in action movie terms, Hannah, which I don't think got enough praise at the time. Like, it's really, really good.
A Joe
solid
Wright movie, isn't it?
Yeah, solid action film. Just totally different to anything else I saw all year. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was probably my favourite film of the year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Bollocks.
I really like
Seen
Warrior.
it.
Has anyone else seen Warrior?
No.
Warrior's a really good movie.
That was with Tom
Hardy
Tom
and
Hardy.
Joel Edgerton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attack the Block.
I enjoyed Attack the Block. That was fun.
Yeah, and then Immortals. I know people probably laugh at that, but I just honestly think
Man
still
gets
these
his head
boom
punched
things.
clean up.
Yeah, he does. You get
I'm
quite
looking
a few.
forward to that. That's my Christmas cinema film.
Yeah, Immortals.
Very festive.
What about you,
Yes.
Croops?
I agree. Drive, I think, is actually one of my favourite movies. I only watched that a couple of weeks ago. I know you said you think it's style over substance, but I think it's quite stylish.
Yeah.
It's stylish enough to compensate for the lack of substance.
Yeah.
And I do think that's a very iconic term by Ryan Gosling. I think that will, in years to come, become quite a sort of famous part. And even though it was a bit of a letdown, I did still enjoy Source Code.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a great movie, but I think it was interesting. I think it was interesting to see Hollywood try and do high concept thriller in the wake of something like Inception the year before.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that's maybe why Source Code got greenlit. And I just thought, even though it was a little bit of a disappointing ending, it was still a great movie.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, very much so. I'm looking forward to what he does next.
Yeah. Still not been announced yet, has it? Or
No.
is it? Can we talk about the worst films of the year?
Of course.
Go for it.
Please
Okay,
do.
the worst film I saw this year, I didn't even watch all of it, was Real Steel.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's terrible.
It's not that bad.
It's
You walked
terrible.
out.
I walked out.
Did you?
Walked out.
Did you go and see it together?
It's got
No.
a great last half hour.
Yeah, it's
There you go. So it completely redeems the movie.
Jack and Jill, even though I didn't see it, I imagine it's probably up there.
That's coming out in February.
And
Jack and Jill.
oh, is it?
Yeah, I want to find out who that hot chick is that's playing his sister in it.
And then a movie which isn't out yet, and I think it comes out on January 30th, which is the Margaret Thatcher film.
What, the Iron Lady?
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst films I've seen all year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What's wrong with it?
it's awful,
Ooh.
like awful.
But it's had amazing reviews everywhere else.
Yeah,
Is
they're
she
probably
bad?
watching something else.
Is she bad
She's
in it?
fine in it. It's just, it's this. They throw everything at that's it.
So
And-
this isn't released until January.
and
So
I think
it's gonna be,
I think it's end of
I
December.
was gonna
Sorry,
say it's
end
going
of
to be
December.
worst film for 2 years running.
No, it's end of December.
All
What
right.
do you mean they throw everything at it? Like,
So
just-
there's obviously quite an interesting story there, especially about the miners' strike and everything about her. But they literally cover her life from start to finish, so you never really get enough of anything.
Why are you holding your head
Because
like
I
you're
can
in
hear
deadly
it's clicking.
premonition?
'Cause
Oh,
I can hear it's clicking.
Okay, so good.
And there's so much chronic overacting in it that it's painfully annoying. Yeah, there you go.
All gotten very serious.
Did, didn't it? Let's lighten the tone a little and think about what we're looking forward to on the telly over Christmas.
Tom, what are you looking forward to on the telly over Christmas?
Doctor Who, obviously.
Doctor Who, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And that's a standalone episode, is it?
Yeah, it is called Doctor Who, and I'm looking forward to finding out what it's called. The Widow and the Wardrobe. So it's based on sort of
Cheery.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not going to have a stupid air shark, is it?
No, I hope not.
And it's got the mum from Outnumbered in it.
I kind of fancy her.
Well, it's because she's got legs and she breathes.
So have you, but I would not fuck you.
And then we're getting near. Are we getting near to the end of Amy Pond as well?
Yeah, they're not in it.
They're not in it.
I don't think Rory and Amy are in the Christmas
It's
special.
not worth watching them.
No, well, but it will be worth watching.
It is worth watching. Then it's worth going to IGN to read our review of it as well.
Bing, get in there.
When does that go up?
I'll probably put it up on the day if I can be bothered.
Cool.
Something for the readers to look forward to.
So instead of playing Mario Kart with everyone
What are
else.
the big Christmas Day movies?
Chris has looked at the movies.
Yeah.
Top Gear, obviously, is always a good one to watch over Christmas.
What are they doing
Jump
this
the
year,
shark.
Tom, on Top Gear?
They're in India, driving classic sports cars,
Jump
I
the
think.
shark.
What
Yeah.
as?
Top Gear.
When?
The jumping a shark.
Oh, are they literally?
No, I don't know.
Brilliant. Imagine if they did.
There's
Punching a shark.
there's another version of The Borrowers coming.
Another
oh my
one.
God.
Another one with Stephen Fry in it.
Of course.
Sky doing that Big Treasure Island over Christmas. Is it Eddie Izzard in it?
Yes.
I don't have.
He's in
Sky.
something else as well, isn't he? Lonely Christmas
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah.
What's all that about?
Don't know.
Oh. If only we had like the listings.
Times.
I've got the TV Times, but I
Which
picked
is
it up
not
a bit
reached
late this
alphabetically.
morning. Yeah,
How come you've got the TV Times, not the Radio Times?
they only didn't have Radio Times.
TV Times is better.
See, there
They
you
need
go.
to update it. No one buys it for what's on the radio anymore, do they?
No, true. I remember we used to get Radio Times and TV Times at Christmas because I'm sure in the old days Radio Times didn't have the ITV listings.
Oh,
That's
wow.
fascinating, Stuart. I'm amazed.
But that's back when we only had 4 channels.
Okay, right. Let's talk about the films that are on over Christmas.
Come on, what's Christmas Day films?
Megamind's on.
Hang on. Oh, here we go.
So that's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, you've got the Muppet Christmas Carol
Yeah.
and the Alistair Sim Christmas Carol both on.
What side?
Which are the two best versions.
Is
still call them
G-Force
sides?
that film about the guinea pigs that have
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, that looks amazing.
That's
I
on
went and saw that at the
Christmas
cinema.
Did you? Is it as good as it? It's probably not as
It's
good.
as good as it looks. It
I was
looks
going to say, but it doesn't
amazing.
actually look that good. Although it does have a guinea pig with a little jetpack.
Oh, Son of Rambo's on
I'm pretty
Christmas
happy
Eve.
with
I didn't like that.
I liked it.
No,
Boring.
boring is bollocky.
Do you want to know what's on Christmas Day?
Ratatouille is on.
That was about 10 minutes ago.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is genuinely
Oh,
one
do
of
you
my
know what?
favourite films ever.
I watched that yesterday.
Did you?
I did watch that
It's
yesterday.
brilliant though, isn't it?
It's a great film,
It's a
but I
bit
watched
long,
it
but it's
yesterday.
brilliant.
God, it's been a weekend of watching cartoons with your kids because my mate Nick watched Wall-E with his 3-year-old over the weekend. I've watched fucking Happy Feet again this weekend.
Yeah.
And now Polly can
Why don't
actually...
you put something different on?
Instead of saying penguins, Polly now says Happy Feet. So he comes and says, Daddy, can we watch Happy Feet? Oh, for
Well, you know what she can watch on ITV at 9:25am on Christmas Day?
Happy Feet?
March of the Penguins.
Brilliant. With Morgan Freeman.
And some penguins. Miracle on 34th Street's on Christmas Day.
Which version?
The Richard Attenborough one.
I like that one.
Big.
Isn't that on every year?
Yeah.
Why isn't this circled?
What's that?
The hot chick.
Why is
hot
that
chick.
Loaded's choice for the Christmas? It's a lowbrow comedy, so
Yeah.
Oh, how very un-IGN, Tom.
yeah.
Feel free to punch him in the face. That's fine.
The original Lady Killers is on Christmas Day.
Brilliant.
The good one.
King's Speech is premiering on Sky.
Oh,
I've noticed-
that's good. I might watch that again.
I've noticed Channel 4, Film 4 have been advertising that The In-Betweeners is now available on 4 on demand or something, so
What, the
movie.
Hey,
I can't imagine watching that with my
Yeah,
mum.
it's because they
Yeah,
funded
before
it, I guess.
OD though.
What, for free?
No. Oh, really? No.
Well,
yeah, they're
4
advertising it's on 4OD now.
What?
The movie?
That can't be right.
No.
That
But it's
can't
not
be
even
right.
a rental yet.
It is. Yeah,
Let me
it
Google
It's
it.
just
now.
come out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have
Boxing Day, do you
we
know
made
what's
a
on
terrible
Boxing Day?
faux pas.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Right. Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Oh, Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Sweet.
That's got the greatest trailer ever, if you ever want to go.
Again,
It
that's
says
got
Christmas
nothing
like
to do with the
Beverly Hills
film, I
Chihuahua.
don't think.
It's
I
a
don't think
special
so.
trade. Our seasonal trade all time bar is Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Beverly Hills
God, we
Chihuahua.
watched that trailer.
Time for Trade Time Bar.
We watched that trailer in the office. God, about every
time.
hour.
Like,
for
yeah,
about
every
an
hour.
hour.
a bit obsessed.
The producers, Home Alone, Godfather, and Vertigo.
Which
all
version
on
of the
Boxing Day.
producers?
The good one.
You didn't mention the Wizard of Oz.
No, it's not. It's actually 2005.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, is it?
That's not bad.
2005 version.
Ah. I just
Isn't
read the
a
end bit.
patch on the classic? Yeah.
I thought you said
There's a lot of Harry Potter on, obviously. I watched Home Alone yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you tweeting about Joe Pesci. He made Goodfellas and a Home Alone.
Same year.
Same year.
Like I
yeah.
said to you, wrong role. Should have been recognised for Home Alone. He's working Home Alone.
Oh God, there's loads on, isn't there? But also, yeah, watch Christmas Vacation if you've got that. Because I watched that.
Is that the summary? There's lots on.
The Man Who Would Be King, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, The Country Bears,
Bedknobs and
Scandals,
Broomsticks.
Borat, Godfather 2. It's
Can I-
still happening.
Can I say Man Who Would Be King is really good if you've not seen it. It's
The Sean Connery
really
one?
good. Yeah.
Sean Connery, Michael Caine.
Really
yeah.
good
Also,
film.
Really good short
also
story.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks is really good.
Yeah.
Can we just
I remember
say,
it being really
What
good.
about
is it
my
not?
knob? That's my favourite line for Bedknobs and Broomsticks. What about my knob?
And if you want something a bit
Another for the
highbrow,
soundboard.
the BBC are doing a big budget version of Great Expectations with Ray Winston in.
Oh God, my missus seen the trailer for that and she's getting all excited.
I might give that one a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it got Gillian Anderson as Mrs.
I
Faversham?
think so.
She's in all those.
Havisham.
Mm.
Havisham. If we're lucky, though, this time next year, we might be watching Bex's show.
Ah, hello.
Bex, the other day, I was in the pub with Bex and Stu, and Bex asked us if we knew any commissioning TV editors, and we went, why? And she has an idea for a TV show.
Well,
Take it away, Bex.
Well, I'm not sure I can tell everyone because it might get stolen.
No,
I'm
it's
serious
fine.
about it.
But if you say it on the podcast, it'll be date stamped.
Date stamped. 19th of December 2011.
All right.
Give us the 15-second elevator pitch.
All right, it's a comedy thriller set in Camden about a psychic medium, but she lives in Camden and she can only communicate with the dead who are under like 4 feet. Because
Do you mean 4 feet buried?
Yeah,
Or 4 feet tall?
people that weren't buried that
4
deeply.
feet in height.
Okay.
So she can only communicate with like dwarves and children.
Right.
And she's a dwarf. And but it's comedy thriller.
Wait,
slash
Has it got a
mystery.
title?
Yes. And here's the
Here's the punchline.
small medium. It's not a joke though. I'm serious. Don't laugh. I'm not
And
laughing.
then you think it should be called?
Oh, well, yeah. I thought that we should add to it. It should be called Small Medium at Large.
Small, medium at large. That's excellent.
Why at Camden?
Why Camden and why children? Surely dead children's not a very cheery thing for a comedy thriller.
Just dead midgets are funny, though.
Dead-
We've got to cut that out.
Feel like in Bruce Stew.
So, if there are any commissioning editors listening to this,
I'm going to send it out soon over Christmas. On my week off, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put together
Write
that
it up,
pitch.
write a treatment.
Write the pilot.
Who do you see in the title role?
Well, I don't know that many dwarves.
Maybe special effects. If you could have any actress
Stu keeps making me laugh.
in the lead role, and we could shrink her.
Oh yeah, just special effects.
Oh, is it a female? It's a female
easy.
medium, is
It's
it?
like Elijah
Yes.
Wood. It's like Elijah Wood in The Hobbit. Just make
can
it
just build a big
in
candle.
that case, I imagine Jamie Winston.
Yeah, she looks a bit like a dwarf.
Well, there
Well,
you go.
no, and I think she'd be a good Camden-based medium.
Detective. What?
So is she a detective as well, then?
Would she have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Does she have a sidekick, or does she have like a different dead dwarf every week?
a sidekick.
Well, Eddie Large.
Yeah.
She Eddie Large.
or I can see why you're going to make it. It's writing itself.
She needs someone tall to be her assistant, right? To get stuff down from the shelves and things, right?
Totally.
What, Steve Merchant?
Stephen
She might
Merchant.
have like
He's
a
already
boss
done it.
or
He's already done a
something.
dwarf-based show.
Warwick Davies would be good for it, though.
She can speak to Tiny Tim at the Christmas special.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on now, it's not a joke.
Very good. Okay.
That's almost it. It just leaves us to set the IGN podcast listener Christmas challenge !
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought this through. I just thought I was so interested to know. But I thought maybe with it being Christmas and people playing the computer games, I want to see you with your gran playing Spec Ops. So if you can get your gran to play Spec Ops and set some high scores, take some pictures
Especially
of
if
it.
she's trash talking you.
Yeah. So that's it basically. Play some Spec Ops
And
with your gran. Take pictures and send them
Will
in. Or
anybody-
get your grans to play each
And then you
other.
Will
That's
anybody over 60 do?
Yeah.
Anybody over
Because
60.
I don't
yeah.
have any living grandparents.
No,
I would
no.
hate to be
No, it's fine.
excluded from
Did I
this
ever tell you
challenge.
when I used to make bullets?
Oh no, it's dark.
But yeah, get your elderly relatives playing some video games and send the pictures in to us. We would love to see them.
Brilliant.
Can't believe you're asking to see people's older relatives.
What's the prize? Is there a prize?
Send us a picture of your gran.
In a sexy
Reader's
negligee.
Is there a prize, Tom?
There is no prize, no.
No.
There's no.
I'm not
But there's the
interested.
kudos
It's
of
our
having your
respect.
exactly respect and having your details read out on the IGN UK podcast. Which, if you'd like to get in touch with us, is at IGN UK feedback at IGN.com. Hit us up on the Twitter or Facebook IGN UK. That is pretty much it for the IGN Christmas podcast. We will be back with our New Year's special next week. Until then, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Christmas, and we will see you next week. Happy Christmas, everyone!
Christmas.
Play us out with the jingle.
What's going on for a while?
It's not quite what I had in mind.
It's like Seinfeld.
Brilliant.
Legends. Long have legends inspired people the world over. For in Legends, we see the worlds of the impossible unfold before us.
Heroic quests, horrific monsters, gods, magic, tales of the valiant and the villainous. But more than that, in Legend, we see ourselves reflected in the stories we tell.
I'm William Stark.
And I'm Omar Timsaw.
And we are D&D Legends and Lore. Join us as we explore the fantastic lore of the world's most popular tabletop RPG. Suddenly, a beam of radiant light pierces the haze. Then, a powerful angel streaks down from above. She is pure beauty, fury, and zeal.
Arashni, your sentence has been spoken by the Sildarine. For what you have done, you are declared demon. Be what you are, and go where you must. You can find D&D Legends and Lore on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts can be found.
Hello, I am Kristen Russo.
And I am Jenny Owen Youngs.
We are the hosts of Buffering the Vampire Slayer once more with Spoilers, a rewatch podcast covering all 144 episodes of, you guessed it, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
We are here to humbly invite you to join us for our 5th Buffy prom, which, if you can believe it, we are hosting at the actual Sunnydale High School. That's right. On April 4th and 5th, we will be descending upon the campus of Torrance High School, which was the filming location for Buffy's Sunnydale High, to dance the night away to 90s music in the iconic courtyard, to sip on punch right next to the Sunnydale High fountain, and to nerd out together in our prom best inside of the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
All information and tickets can be found at bufferingcast.com/prom. Come join us.